Hi Capricorn, welcome to May. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before we get started with your reading, we have two eclipses this month. We have an eclipse in Taurus, which actually happened on April 30th, but the energy is going to be carrying through the month of May and for the next 6 months until the next eclipse in October. Then we have a full moon eclipse in Scorpio on the 15th or the 16th, depending on where you live. And that will be a lunar eclipse. Then we have Mercury going retrograde on May 10th. And then we have, what else? Another new moon in Gemini on May 30th. So we have two new moons kind of flanking these ends of the months. And Mars, Venus, and Jupiter will be moving from Pisces into Aries this month. So we'll get to that later. Let's see what the cards say for Capricorn about love and relationships. What does Capricorn need to know about love and relationships for the month of May 2022? What is happening for Capricorn? What does Capricorn need to know? May 2022. What does Capricorn need to know for the month of May 2022 about love and relationships? The Nine of Wands, the Emperor, the Five of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Tower, the Four of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Three of Wands. And the card at the bottom of the deck is the Magician. Okay, so the Nine of Wands. The nine, this is typical for Capricorn. This is about the struggle. Nine of Wands is somebody who's battle weary. Like you've been trying. You might have been working hard on something, either trying to create a relationship or working on your relationship or even working at a job situation. Because a lot of wands in this reading, I feel like even though you're wanting a relationship, there's a lot going on at work. So the Nine of Wands energy is about, I just feel like I've been working so hard. I've been trying to achieve this goal in my life, in my relationship. And I feel like nothing's happening. Maybe I should just quit. Maybe I should just give up and, put my energy somewhere else. You have the Emperor energy here. This is the card of someone who it's the card of the CEO, the boss, the executive. Maybe you've been trying to work on your own business, trying to get ahead in life, and you haven't had enough time for love. You haven't made time for love. But it could also be that you're attracting or that you're interested in someone who has these qualities of the Emperor. Now, if this is a person, the Emperor could be an Aries, it could be a Scorpio, Capricorn, just about any sign that is even a military person. Someone who's very disciplined, very focused, very reliable. That's what you're looking for in love. So if you're not in a relationship, this is what you want to be in. If you are in a relationship, you could be dealing with someone like this Emperor. Maybe this person, both of you, either you or the other person, are really, working hard, trying to make, get ahead in career. If you're connecting with an Emperor, though, this is someone that you can count on, that you can depend on. So if this person's already in your life, and I feel like some of you might already have this person in your life, that's what you're looking for if you're not in a relationship. But if you're in a relationship, you could be dealing with someone who is in a position of power. or who is in some type of executive position. But it could also mean that you have to embrace the energies of the Emperor. That if you want something to happen in your love life or in your relationship, you have to think like an executive. You have to do things, get up, make a plan, have a strategic plan, focus on the goal, don't give up. Because a lot of times, success comes to people who don't quit. It's not so much somebody who, a lot of people are successful who are less talented than, some people who would just quit. People could have a lot of talent, but they don't, keep at their goal, and they never achieve their goal because they give up too soon. But the ones who make it are the ones who keep going every day. And I feel like that's the kind of energy you have to put in. If you want to make a relationship work, you have to be there and do the work every day, and not quit when things get tough. Because the Nine of Wands energy is like, someone who's really tired. Maybe you've been struggling with something. If you're in a relationship, you could have been struggling with things within the relationship, making things work. And maybe you're feeling like, maybe I should just quit and look somewhere else. Or maybe this isn't, never going to happen. And if you're not in a relationship, you could be thinking, am I ever going to meet the right person? Am I ever going to meet someone that I could really believe in, that's going to be there for me? I feel like you may have had some disappointments in the past. You have the Five of Cups here. So this is about focusing on your losses and thinking about, I've been in relationships before and this didn't work out and that didn't work out, or the one that got away, But this person's not seeing the Two Cups that are still here. So you still have this potential. I don't think that a relationship, if you're going through some difficulties in a relationship, I don't think it's, not repairable or not fixable, if that makes sense. There could be some disappointment or regret around a situation. So either you or the other person might have, if you've separated from someone or you're having difficulties, someone may be feeling a sense of loss or regret. Like, I'm sorry things worked out the way they did. I wish I could fix it, or I wish we had done things differently. And you have the Seven of Wands here, which is a card of being able to overcome obstacles, needing to set some boundaries, needing to fight for what you want, stand up for what you believe in. So I feel like you could achieve your goal. So I'm seeing two storylines play out here. For one, I could see if a relationship feels like it's shaky right now, and you want to bring greater stability to it, you can achieve that. You just have to not quit. You have to, speak up, stand your ground, set some boundaries. You are the favored person. I mean, I don't feel that, there's not like a third party situation. I feel like you just have to sit down and work things out and be willing to hear the other person and, listen to each other's, consider the other person's needs. And I think you can achieve some kind of harmony. But I think you have to achieve it through communication. You have the Magician here. The Magician is a card about manifestation. It's about visualizing what you want and making it happen. And that can work in all cases, whether you want to have a better relationship with your current partner or whether you want to draw somebody in if you're not in a relationship. The Magician is your friend. It's about using your thoughts to create your reality, focusing on the positive. And especially with the Five of Cups, you can fix a relationship if you focus on what's right with the relationship rather than focusing or dwelling on everything that's wrong. And you also have to stop dwelling on the past if you're not in a relationship. For those who are not in a relationship, sometimes we get so focused on past sorrows, we're afraid to embrace love and we're afraid to attract love into our lives. So the Magician is helping you see that you can create whatever you want. You can attract what you want and to let it come to you. But you have to believe that it's possible. You have to focus on the outcome, and with a sense of gratitude to say, yes, this is what I am capable of love. I can attract the right partner. Thank you for this beautiful relationship. Even though you might be going through difficulties now, see yourself with the right person. See yourself in a harmonious relationship where you're getting along, you're talking, you're communicating, and you'll be surprised at how you can make this happen. The Nine of Swords also can mean that something that you thought you had finished with, if there was an issue that you argued about and you came to some type of resolution, it may come back again to be dealt with. Like, it's not over. So you may be thinking about the one that got away. It's possible that someone could come back from the past, and you may have to deal with them again, and then you can decide if you want to give it another round, if you want to try and fix things and make things better the second time around. But there is that possibility of someone coming back. That happens sometimes with the Nine of Wands, that someone from the past comes back. And if they're coming back in the right way, you may want to give them another chance, or at least talk it over. On the other hand, now you have this Knight energy and the King of Pentacles. So there's this new energy coming in, and then there's this energy of someone that you already know. And this could be your energy as a Capricorn. You're a hard worker. Capricorns are all very committed, very disciplined. They care about family. They want to provide for their family. Whether you're male or female, you want abundance, financial abundance. You want to work hard and make a name for yourself so that you could, so that you could provide for your family and give your family a good life, so that when you connect with someone, when you have a relationship that leads to a commitment and family and children, you want to be able to provide for them. And that's this King of Pentacles. That's someone who really works hard, deals with money. He might own his own business, he or she might have own land or property. He's financially secure because he's worked hard for it. And now he's ready to share it with someone. I feel like if you're connecting with somebody new, it could be an earth sign, another earth sign like yourself. I'm seeing a lot of earth energy here. And it's someone that is very down to earth, very stable, may want to take things slow, because this Knight of Pentacles is someone who he's not one that rushes into things. So you may feel a little frustrated, like, is this ever going to get off the ground? Like, especially if you just met someone. Like, maybe things are progressing really slow. I feel that there's hope for the future, but don't rush things. It could be that you're connecting with someone either through work or someone who has some kind of business or executive position, someone who's in a leadership position. Now, this Tower energy, you may have come through a Tower moment. Tower, there might be a lot of changes going on around you right now. Tower is like shocking energy. You're seeing the truth about certain things, and it may shock you, or surprises. But the Tower sometimes can bring surprise. So what that means is it's not always negative. The Tower can bring someone, like you just meet someone out of the blue, and all of a sudden, like, there's this, connection. The Tower can mean the Tower can break down something that's not working, can remove something from your life that's not in your best interest, so that you can then move into a better direction. You could rebuild in a better direction. So if you have any Tower moments in May, or if you've recently had a Tower moment and you're worried about this new relationship, like maybe you had a breakup that was very traumatic in the past, and you're afraid of going through that trauma again, so you're being cautious. Because all the earth signs, especially Capricorn, very cautious. You take calculated risks. You're not one that just jumps off a cliff and doesn't know if you have a safe place to land. And that's good, it prevents you from making mistakes, but sometimes it can stop you from experiencing life. Sometimes you have to take a risk in love, and there are no guarantees. Yes, you can look for red flags, and you could avoid people that are showing red flags, but when it comes to love, sometimes you just have to, take a chance. So anyway, I feel like someone's coming in. This King of Pentacles energy is coming in, but it may be a slow energy, and it may be surprising. With the Tower, there might be a lot of changes. Maybe this relationship is changing your life in a major way. Something happens I feel like something may happen unexpectedly, out of the blue, especially because when I get into the astrology, we have Uranus, playing a role here. So in your environment, you have the Four of Cups. This is a card of feeling dissatisfied, feeling bored, feeling that you're not valued or appreciated, but you're not ready to change it yet. So if you're in a relationship where you feel like, I'm not getting what I deserve in this relationship, I don't think my partner's showing me enough, that I'm loved and I'm valued, I feel, taken for granted. The Tower could take that away. But there is a love that's here. You're like looking, you're thinking, should I see what's out there? Should I try something with someone? This could also represent the person you're dealing with. Maybe they went through a Tower moment where a relationship ended suddenly and they're still recovering from that. And, they're not happy with their life. They want to reach out and have a relationship, but they're not sure if they're ready. So it could work that way too. Because here's the cup of love coming out. But this person's not taking the love. They're not accepting it. They're on the fence. They're thinking about it. Like maybe they're not ready. So there could be someone in your life that you have to take it very slow because they may not want to rush into anything. In your wish fulfillment sector, you have the Six of Swords. This is a card. This is good. Because this is about leaving a troubled past behind and moving on to greater harmony. Moving away from something that was once troubling you. So for some of you, you could be leaving a relationship that wasn't satisfying and moving towards something that's going to work better. And you have the Three of Wands here, which is a card of the results. You're going to start to see results. You've been working hard. Maybe you haven't seen, any results yet, but you will. Because the Three of Wands is saying, all the effort, all the energy that you've put into trying to build something, it may be slow in coming, but it will arrive because these are the ships coming in. So you might be working, maybe I feel like you could meet someone through a job or a project that you're working on where you're working as part of a team. This could be for some of you. For others, it could be someone from the past comes back and then you have to decide if you want to give it another chance. And the other scenario I'm picking up on is that you are connecting with someone that you have potential. There's potential for this relationship to go somewhere, but the other person might not be ready. They might be on the fence about it. So take it slow. Give them a chance to get used to the idea because maybe they're recovering from a Tower moment. So in any case, follow the advice of the Magician where visualize what the relationship you want to have. See it as if it's already happening. Feel it in your heart of how you're going to feel when you're in this relationship. So whether it's a new relationship or an improvement of a current relationship, just see that energy manifesting and it will come to you. Now, let's see. Let's see what the Fairy Oracle cards have to say for Capricorn for the month of May. Because May is a rock and roll month. It's 2 eclipses and Mercury retrograde. There's a lot going on. And then the Aries energy coming in. All these planets moving into Aries. It's going to be like 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Or trying to drive with the brakes on. Because we have the Mercury retrograde will slow things down. But then you got the Mars and Jupiter and Aries that you want to jump into something. So you're chomping at the bit in May. So let's see. It's breaking free. All right. That's a good card. So this is your card for the month of May. Breaking free. Do you feel trapped in some area in your life? The card asks you to take the first step in freeing yourself from any unnatural restrictions. Sometimes we feel trapped by outside circumstances. For instance, we believe that financial or family obligations compel us to accept an unsatisfactory job, or we're afraid to leave or fix an unhealthy relationship. Perhaps we feel that our family or spouse won't let us pursue life-enhancing activities, such as college classes or exercise programs. Then again, maybe we feel controlled by our addictions. The fairies say that when we are responsible for ourselves, we're more responsible for others. That is, when we are happy, our family and friends, children, and spouse enjoy being around us and are inspired by our strength and confidence. Pray for help in releasing your fears and in assisting you in breaking free. God's plan is that you be responsible, while simultaneously feeling as free as the birds, angels, and the fairies. So your mantra for this month, I am free. I am powerful. I now allow myself to enjoy this freedom and power. So I feel like you're coming into your power this month, and you can manifest whatever you want. So break free from any fears or anything that you feel is holding you back, and claim it. Claim this power, claim this love. So Capricorn, we have this new moon eclipse in Taurus, conjunct Uranus in your 5th house, and that's the house of romance. That's the house of fun, children, creative self-expression. And it's sextile Mars in Pisces in the 3rd house. So you need to get out and about. The 3rd house is like your neighbors, your friends, your family, communication. Get out and network, get out and talk to people, socialize this month, because you could meet someone unexpectedly when you least expect it. Because Uranus brings surprises. Uranus brings unexpected developments, things that you could never imagine. So we can't even predict what Uranus will bring. The only thing I can guarantee you, it will be surprising, it will be unexpected, and it will free you so that you're on the right path. So if you're on the wrong path, if you're in a boring rut, Uranus is going to break you free of that rut and bring more excitement and love to your life. Right now we have Venus, Jupiter, and Neptune in your 3rd house with Mars, all in Pisces. And Neptune is sextile. Venus, Jupiter, and Neptune are sextile Pluto in your 1st house. You've got Pluto. Pluto's been in your house since 2008, and it's empowering you. It's teaching you lessons about power, about dealing with power, being in a position of power and responsibility, becoming empowered. It's going to transform your life. And he's in the last couple of degrees before he's moving into Aquarius. So another year from now, by 2024, he's going to be in Aquarius. So if you're not in a position of power, or if you're not empowered, and I don't mean power like power over someone, being a bully. I mean feeling that, yes, I'm living my best life. I'm taking charge of my life. I feel strong. I feel empowered. I'm operating from my best self. I'm changing my life for the better. This is what Pluto has been teaching you since 2008. So this new moon could very well bring a romance into your life. It could also bring an unexpected child into your life, pregnancy. If you're thinking of having a family, it could bring a new creative project that frees you up in some way, where you're allowed to really express who you are and step into your own. Pluto in the 1st is sextile. It's trining Mercury in the 6th, and Mercury is in Gemini now. So there could be some new developments in your career, in your employment. You might be negotiating a contract, dealing with powerful people, maybe the government, or people who deal with a lot of money. Powerful people in politics, government, organizations that have been around for a long time. You have the North Node in Taurus in your 5th house. So the North Node is the direction you want to go in. You want, to do something where you can express yourself, that also brings joy into your life, that brings love and romance into your life, that brings creativity, using your talents. So it's time for you to, show the world what you can do. Mercury will go retrograde in your 6th house. So you may be rethinking some projects on the job. Maybe you have to redo some things that have to do with communication, renegotiate a contract. Mercury's aspecting Pluto, so you might have to renegotiate maybe your resume, your salary, whatever. Things are changing on the job. At the full moon in Scorpio on the 15th, that's happening in your 11th house, and the sun's in your 5th house. So even your friendships and the groups that you belong to are changing. Something is coming to completion, or coming to light, like things are being revealed about the groups you belong to, the friendships, even the types of projects that you get involved in, creativity. I feel like you might be changing the people, your friendships might be changing, or you might be connecting with groups that are more in line with who you are. So you might find your soul tribe at this time. Saturn's in your second house, so you might be still working on some financial issues. That's the only thing that's interfering with this. It's causing a T-square with the full moon. So there might be some financial things that you have to work out around this full moon, or something may come to light. Maybe you feel like you're working hard for the money and you might decide to take a more responsible position to increase your salary. Saturn's telling you to get serious about your money and about what you value and your self-esteem. Step up to the plate, take responsibility, don't settle for less. Stand up for what, you know what you're worth, you know what you contribute to the world. Capricorns are very hard workers, they're very organized. This Emperor could be your energy, trying to make life better for yourself. But don't settle for less. Demand to be paid what you're worth. Stand your ground. You have Mars and Neptune in Pisces at this full moon. It's in your third house. So your communication style might be a little bit aggressive this month, so tone it down. You might be arguing with relatives or neighbors or family, because the third house is the house of siblings. With Neptune there, you want to make sure that you're seeing things clearly. In a communication project, you might be more creative. Maybe you're taking a more creative approach to communication. You're writing something. You have Venus in the fourth. Now, your fourth house is on fire at this, is really under, you've got Venus, Chiron, and Jupiter in Aries in your fourth house around the full moon. So you could be making some changes around the home. Maybe you're thinking about redecorating or doing some work around the house to make it more beautiful, to beautify your home. Or you might be thinking about purchasing a different home. Jupiter sometimes, if you're looking for a new place to live, Jupiter brings luck and opportunity. You can find the right place. Chiron, you might have some issues around family and home that you need to work out this month. Especially with Mars in the third, you might need to communicate more and heal some old family wounds. Look at some family patterns. What's preventing you from having more love in your life? What's preventing you from bringing in love and opportunities to your life? Jupiter's at the 0 degree in Aries, so you're feeling courageous this month. You're ready to embrace love and embrace the new. Then we have the new moon in Gemini, which is coming on May 30th, and that's going to influence June. That's in your sixth house, so there could be a new job, a new beginning at work, maybe a new project that you're working on, or even a new job offer. Mercury's in your fifth house, trining Pluto in your first. It's retrograde, so they could bring somebody from the past back. Mercury retrograde sometimes brings us, helps us. It can help us to revisit the past so that we can, make changes and make things better. Sometimes it brings people, past lovers, back into our life, or a past creative project. Maybe you're going to go back to something, a creative project that you dropped, and you want to go back to it and make it better, finish it. Venus is in the fifth. Mercury's in the fifth, so you could have two lovers, actually. One could be ruled by a Virgo or Gemini, or maybe even a Libra or Taurus. Neptune's in the third, so I don't know, your communication style, you might make sure, with Neptune in the third house, make sure that you're clear in your communication, that you're not being, that people are understanding you, that when you're communicating, you explain what you mean, because there could be misunderstandings with Neptune. Now, if you're doing something creative, Neptune's your friend. So in the third house, Neptune, if you ever wanted to really do something creative, do some either writing or create some artwork or music, photography, now's your time. And with all this fifth house energy, it's the perfect time for you to do something that really speaks to who you are. So embrace your creativity. Do something that allows you to, some type of creative self-expression. I feel like you need that right now. The only glitch is with Venus squaring Pluto. It's an out-of-sign square. So you could have some issues come up around money with either a romantic partner or a child or a creative project. Maybe you want to get something off the ground, but you need more money. Or there could be some challenges with finances around this project. So don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your goals. You're almost at the top of the mountain. Just give it that one last shot, even though you feel like you have no energy, because the rewards are coming. Trust me. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button, leave a comment if this resonated with you. It's a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone. If you want a private reading where we deal with your specific situation, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website, and we can get you on the schedule. In the meantime, thank you for supporting this channel, first of all. I wouldn't be here without you guys. And if you're new, welcome. I hope you're enjoying the videos. So have a wonderful May. Much success and love coming your way, I hope. And I will see you again next month. Okay, bye now.